88.1 The Burg, your music central. You are in the backyard burn once again for another hour of nothing but news, talk, and your two favorite guys on the mic, Mr. Shane Dog Petersen and Mr. Noah Annette. Noah, it's Friday, man. How are you feeling?
You know, I'm feeling pretty good. I have a lot of free time today to get ahead on my homework, so I'm pretty looking forward to that. I like to get a large jump start on it because our professor opens up the modules like way before we need it to be open, so I can get over a week ahead, and then if the person did their assignment on time for the current module, then I can be done with that this week. So I'm just looking forward to get done with all my homework, but I got a little bit of a cookie story for you, Shane.
You know I love Cookie. Tell me.
So Cookie last night, he's laying on the condo, and he always likes to play with his it's like a little stringy toy. It's got it's a stick, and then it's got a mouse on the end of it and feathers.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And so anyways, he goes wild for that toy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would not play with me with that toy last night. He was just meowing at me. He was like, "What do you think you're doing? It's not time for me to play." And I'm like, "Okay, Cookie, why don't you want to play?" And he just kept meowing at me. And so then I started petting him. And then he was like, "That's all I want. All I want are belly rubs and to lay down."
Your cat has an attitude, man. Yeah, your cat has a serious attitude.
Yeah, he knows what he wants.
That's wonderful. You were also talking before the break. You got bamboozled once again on The Masked Singer.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, this one was difficult because the clues were leaning towards a singer and also an actor. And so I didn't like that. I didn't like that they were kind of fooling you with the actor stuff. This person was not an actor. It was the astronaut this week. If you don't want a spoiler, you should definitely pass by because I'm going to tell you who it was.
Plug your ears, folks.
Yeah, plug your ears. So anyways, it was good old Hunter Hayes, former country singer, apparently. And
he is a country singer.
Well, he was saying that the country music's not the direction he wants to go anymore. So he apparently released an album last year. I didn't know that. It was a big old 2019 album, but he's I want to go and try doing pop music. So he sang tons of One Direction songs the whole show. And he was singing either just he sang some solo Niall Horan songs, some all One Direction songs. And he sang Story of My Life this week, actually. And I thought he did excellent. I thought the cat should have been taken out of the competition. The cat was not nearly as good. But the flawed process of the show is that you can only pick your favorite to win. You can't pick anyone else other than the one you want to save. So there were a lot of people that were significantly better than the cat and the rhino and the astronaut this week. I still think that the turtle, night angel, and frog will be in the final three. They're kind of just my faves.
The dark horses of the group.
Yeah, I think the frog isn't that good of a singer, but the frog is really, really good at dancing and has a lot of theatrics in his performances. So that's why Frog's still in there.
That's why the frog is still in there. All right. I need to start watching this. I don't have basic cable because I do without, and I'm all on the streaming services now. But if you guys are into The Masked Singer and you got some comments to say, who do you want to win? Tell us your favorite Masked Singer at 509-963-2311. $88.1 The Burg, your music central, back in the burn with your boy Shane Dog Petersen and Mr. Noah Annette. We have been discussing many topics this week, and one thing that has been a reoccurring thing that's come up with, especially with all these online classes, are Zoom meetings. That is something that we have all started to grow quite accustomed to. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I probably do at least 10 to 15 Zoom meetings a week. So I'm pretty used to it.
I have been doing quite a lot too. It's become a very successful, helpful tool. I've never used Skype or Zoom or any, face-to-face other than FaceTime on my phone, but I've never used any of these video chats before. And I know probably from now on, I'm definitely going to utilize them more just because of the convenience. I like the face-to-face interaction, even though I like face-to-face interaction, not through a screen. But Zoom meetings also can, have some little fun things to add to them. I love the virtual background set, the little attachment that you can get. I love all the different types of neat little things you can come up with. But sometimes Zoom meetings are prime breeding grounds for a good little prank. And we were able to see this because the new tight end of your Seattle Seahawks, Greg Olsen, had a familiar face step in for the Seahawks Zoom meeting chat. And it's nobody other than Will Ferrel. Yes, the star of all the wonderful, great shows. You know him, you love him. Noah, you didn't know about this till I showed this to you. What are your impressions of this, being a Hawks fan?
Well, so for me, it was really weird because I'm on my phone all the time. Like when it comes to knowing about what goes on in the Seahawks realm of things. And this one slipped past me. And I had a pretty busy day yesterday, so it's really shocking that it went past me. But you know what? I'm glad that it came. I'm glad that it's here. And you know what? I'm pretty happy about it. I think it's another comedian that's come to the Seahawks OTAs. Last year it was Rainn Wilson, a Seattle native. And Rainn Wilson actually went and kicked field goals with the special teams unit. And they were like, one of the players goes, "You better not mess this one up, Dwight." And then Rainn Wilson kicks it through the field goal post, and he's like, "Take that!" Just going after him.
That's awesome.
I always try to bring some guys in for OTAs.
The one thing that I enjoyed about Will Ferrel is that he took the role very seriously. He had his own drawn-up plays that he had for Russell Wilson. He let everybody know that he was going to be a temporary player, a temporary starter, because he was going to be splitting time between the field and the broadcast booth. But if y'all really want to go check this out, it's on the Seattle Seahawks Twitter. It's a good laugh. I would suggest giving her a look-see, and I know all y'all will probably enjoy it. 88.1 The Burg, your music central. Backyard Burn is still alive and well, and we have been kicking it here all week long with more news coming right your way. And guys, we sometimes have unexpected things fall into our lap some days. Would you not agree, Noah?
Oh, so many things can come our way and surprise us, and who even knows might come from all of the wildness of the world.
The world is full of uncertainty at this point, for sure. And, sometimes these times of uncertainty bring us some good things and some bad things. This story is definitely a good one. This is coming out of the great state of Texas, where a Dallas company made a critical error for giving a loan out to somebody that was supposed to be $37,000, but ended up being $37 million being transferred into a regular suburban family's bank account. Imagine finding one day that you got $37 million on accident. How would you handle that?
I'd give it back immediately, or just take out what I needed, because I know you're going to have to pay it back. That's the only reason why. Because if they make an error like that and then they catch it later on, because they're going to, it's $37 million. They catch it when it's $200. I would take the $3,700 out of that amount, and then I'd be like, hey, this is not what it's supposed to be, so I don't have the federal government after me or whoever's going to go and check it out.
But you're not telling me you wouldn't take a couple mil out in cash and run away somewhere? I would.
I mean, I would rather not be above the law for probably the rest of my life. I just think about that. I don't know. I think I could be. I mean, 37 million. Like, that's a large sum of money, but I don't think it's like, like they messed up so bad that I could just go off and hide in the Bahamas money.
This is true. This is true. But I mean, if you did have $37 million and you were allowed to keep it, imagine some of the fun stuff you could do. That's like an NFL left tackle salary right there.
Yeah, like a NFL left tackle career salary, pretty much. Yeah.
No, some of those guys get some of those really big contracts for a short number of years. Those guys make huge bucks.
The left, yeah, maybe. Like offensive linemen are pretty underpaid. It's kind of sad. Actually.
I thought left tackles were one of the top paid positions in football, though. Am I incorrect?
Oh, maybe they get more, but still, like, it sucks because it's like, oh, if you play left tackle, you make more because you're protecting the blind side. Well, if your quarterback's left-handed, then you need a better right tackle. I don't know. Like, I think the whole offensive line's important. I think they're a lot more underpaid than like a QB and like a wide receiver, like a regular wide receiver is not made that doesn't make that much. It's all about the old defensive end. That one makes a lot, and the safeties, those make tons. But yeah, the old left tackle might make that. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to look into it a little more.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. But I mean, who knows? But shout out to all the offensive linemen out there. And shout out to Will, who's too afraid to do any of my challenges. Now, we're going to keep rolling with the tunes. 88.1 The Burg, your music central. You are still in the backyard burning with your dude, Shane Dog Petersen, and his trusty buddy, Noah Annette. Now, guys, I woke up. Noah, you already know, dude.
You're on one today, Shane. You're not happy.
I've been having a bad day. Some of these breaks have not come together like I wanted them to, and it's all stemming from this little problem that I have. And let me tell you something, folks. I'm very against the people doing open rants on the radio. I don't care about a lot of people's rants. But guess what, people? You're going to listen to mine today because I'm upset. So there's this guy. You might know him. His name's Will Ortner. He's this guy, and he says he does these challenges. But apparently, when somebody gives him a challenge that he thinks he's too cool to do, he just doesn't do it and instead just stuffs his face with saltine crackers.
Yeah, I mean, you had a really good challenge for him. I think that he's just really afraid of it. I think it's more, his new nickname should be like Scaredy Cat or Chicken, something like that, because he's afraid to do your challenges. I have an app on my phone. I'm going to crop his face on a bunch of stupid pictures and just start sending them to him until he starts doing in my challenges. I challenged Will to do something very simple. We're on radio, folks. You can't see us. Except when you go on to our YouTube page, you can see all of our past episodes uploaded every day after, so you can see all of our beautiful faces while we talk. But we're on the radio here, folks. You can't see what we're doing. Most of the people who listen to us or get a part of the show, they listen. I told them to put on makeup. I told them to do a makeup tutorial. You know how many stupid makeup tutorials there are on the internet? They're not stupid. Too many. Way too many.
There's a lot. You know what? The makeup thing, I've had about enough of it with the makeup thing. And I thought it'd be funny to put makeup on Will because he's a big dude. But he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And it's just like, oh, why? And he doesn't even want to give a reason why. He's like, oh, I'm not interested in doing the challenge thing anymore, the challenge duel. When you agreed to do it in the first place.
Yeah, you're the one who had the idea, and then you're like, oh, that challenge is too demasculating for me, so I can't do this one.
Yeah, he's like all my football friends are gonna make fun of me when I can basically beat all of their ass. Like, what? Come on, dude. I'm calling you out, Will. We need to see some more challenges. Give me a challenge. If you're not even going to do my challenge, give me a challenge because I'll just show you how much better at challenges I am because to make it a challenge, it has to be something that you're uncomfortable doing because that's what a challenge is. right?
Yeah, I think his challenge Thursday is rigged. I've started thinking about this the more we've talked about it.
All of them are about sports and food.
Yeah, sports and food, the two things he's really good at. So maybe you should try something a little outside of his comfort zone there.
You know what? I think I could beat him in an eating challenge, like a hot dog eating contest. I'm a fast eater. I am like Kobayashi up in here. I'm like one of the grand champions of.
Are you like
fast.
who's the guy that just eats tons of hot dog? Joey Chestnut. Are you Joey Chestnut?
Joey Chestnut beat Kobayashi's record, but yeah, you could say I'm a young Joey Chestnut in the streets, especially if we're cooking up dogs. But I mean, I'm just done with my rant here. I'm just going to leave it as it is because I'm not going to go on more and ruin your guys' airwaves with me ranting about something that's my own personal problem. But if you guys want to, you should just go on 881 The Burg and maybe just start making some comments and be like, wow, Shane's really upset. Will, you should probably do a challenge. Or you should give him something challenging so he can prove that he's better at challenges than you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, I would maybe I'll just throw a message at him myself. I'll be like, hey,
I'm not even going to send him any messages. I'm just going to send him pictures of his face cropped over different pictures of clowns because that's what he is.
Maybe you could find like a makeup filter and put it on a picture of him and send him at him and be like, this is what you should have been looking like.
I'm going to put a picture of Will's face over Jeffree Star and then I'm going to send it to him. Final words. I might sound mean, and I don't really mean a lot of this, what I'm saying about Will. Like, Will's a great dude. I like Will a lot. But you done made me angry when I'm trying to do some fun stuff here, and you're like, nope, I'm too cool. Gotta play that. Gotta be a football player. Yeah. Like, too cool for that. Whatever. Challenge me. Give me something better. Or, you know what, listeners? Hit us up at 509-963-2311. Again, 509-963-2311, and give me a challenge because I want something here. I'm going crazy. Give me something good. All right.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, we like Will, but this one rubbed you the wrong way, Shane. You were really stoked about this challenge, and you really wanted to be able to compete in it. So
this is a message for everybody at home. If you agree to do a challenge duel with Shane Dog Petersen, expect that it's going to be done thoroughly and done correctly. And that is the end of my rant.
Shane's like all locked in. Now, if you don't do this challenge, I'm gonna lose it.
I'm pissed. Like, come on. I wanted to do something fun, and now he's just too cool to do anything fun. But you know what? Enough with him. Enough. Mr. Shane Dog Petersen and Noah, it's been another good week, man. It's Friday. What do you got planned for the weekend?
Okay, so I am planning to stay inside my house still. I'm still on day 24 of not leaving my house. And so I'm probably going to leave my house Monday. But I think I'm just going to try to watch there's like a League of Legends pro game on. It's like the last one until June. So I'm like, I'm kind of kicking myself because they had to cancel their main tournament. I was so frustrated. It's like MSI. It's like their second biggest tournament of the year, and it's not happening. They completely got rid of it because they're trying to like make it so that everyone's like together in these like situations instead of playing from home like they are right now. And I'm like, why would you do such a thing? No. And then so there might be like a charity tournament or something going on. There's been like some like goofy streamer ones recently, but I think looking forward, the spring season's going to be, or not the spring season, the summer season's going to be pretty good. But other than that, I'm probably going to do some homework and maybe do some stuff around the house. We'll see.
I am going to try to survive and get caught back up in school. And I'm going to try to, I might make another challenge video. You might see some more stuff coming from me. There's more stuff that is going to be coming from me. That is for sure. We only got a few more weeks left of this show. And guys, thank you all for tuning in and listening every single evening. Now, if you guys want to get a hold of us, you can reach me at ShaneDog6 and Noah at Mr. Noah_Annette. And you could always find us at 881 The Burg on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, as well as on YouTube and on our app located in the App Store.